Assalamu alaikum dear students. Hope all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIEVS Home School. I am Naima Akhtar Tisha, Assistant Teacher Science, Morning Shift of National Ideal English Version School. Today I am going to take class 8 science class based on chapter 2. Let's start our class. Dear students, it's our lecture number 8 and today our topic is chapter 2 reading done part 3 and after that we will do the exercise. In your first class I have discussed about mitosis and meiosis. In meiosis cell division, nucleus divide 2 times and chromosome divide 1 times. That's why meiosis cell division is known as reductional cell division. Now and we know that in all cell division, in mitosis or meiosis, at first chromosome division occur or nucleus division occur. That means karyokinesis occur first. After that, cytokinesis occur. In meiosis and mitosis, this is same thing. This same thing occur in meiosis and mitosis, but meiosis cell division occur in reproductive mother cell, and it has 2 phases. At first, from a reproductive mother cell, if I consider this as a reproductive mother cell, if I consider this as a reproductive mother cell, and we know that reproductive mother cell is diploid. That means it contains 2n number of chromosome. Here, if there is 2 chromosome, suppose there is 2 chromosome, it will follow the prophase, prometaphase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. If we are considering is reproductive mother cell. And it is diploid, 2n. I have told you meiosis cell division occur in 2 steps. In first step, karyokinesis occur, and here the main reduction will occur, and that is known as meiosis 1. And in meiosis 1 also prophase, prometaphase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, this stage, this cell division have to pass through this stage by meiosis from a single cell in meiosis cell division. 2 daughter cell will produce at first in meiosis 1. Two daughter cell will produce, and here look, here the chromosome number is 2, and here after finishing telophase 1, the chromosome number will be 1. That means already the reduction occur here. Here the chromosome number 2, but here the chromosome number 1. It is meiosis 1. After that, from this single, from this one, another one here the division occur and another 2 cell will produce, and from this cell here the division occur and another 2 cell will produce. Look here, and this one will be meiosis 2. And in meiosis 2 also prophase 2 prometaphase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2, telophase 2. This step follow. Meiosis II also follow this step. And here look, from this one cell it will divide, and from 2 cell, and here the chromosome will be 1, and here also the chromosome will be 1, and here also 1 and also 1. That means from a reproductive mother cell in meiosis cell division, finally 4 cell will produce, and in it is meiosis II. And look here, main reduction occur in meiosis I. In meiosis I, karyokinesis occur first, and from reproductive mother cell to N, here reproductive cell will produce, and this cell will contain n number of chromosome. Here 2 chromosome present, here 1. That means chromosome number become half, and here 1. But from here, if you observe that from here, from this and this will divide, and from these 2 cell, and look here the chromosome number 1, and newly produced cell chromosome number is 1 and 1. That means in this stage chromosome number is similar with the previous one. But if we consider the total phase, then the chromosome number become half than this one. Okay, that means here the main reduction occur. In meiosis I main reduction occur, and meiosis II is like mitosis, because here the chromosome number and newly produced cell chromosome number are same. If you consider the cell in first case in meiosis I, already the reduction occur here, and in second phase in meiosis II only the cell divide and produce new cell. The produce 2 new cell divide, and from 4 new cell, and here the chromosome number is similar with that one. But if we consider the total picture, then here the chromosome number is half than the mother one. That's why it is the picture of meiosis cell division. And meiosis cell division, in meiosis cell division it start from reproductive mother cell, have 2n cell, and it has to pass 2 steps in meiosis I and meiosis II. In meiosis I it is known as in meiosis I main reduction occur, and meiosis II is known as just like mitosis, but combinedly it is the phase of meiosis. Now question can come, why meiosis II is known as just like mitosis? Because at first in meiosis I already the reduction occur, and in case of meiosis II only the meiosis I cell divide and produce 4 cell. That's why it is just like mitosis, because chromosome number will be same here in meiosis II. If we compare with meiosis I and meiosis II, the chromosome number is same, but if we compare with the starting point, the chromosome number already reduced. That's why meiosis II is just like mitosis. Everyone consider it just like mitosis. And look here, we know that from a reproductive mother cell through meiosis, finally the reproductive cell will produce. That means this 4 cell name is reproductive cell. This 4 cell name is reproductive cell. Reproductive cell. And now why meiosis cell division help in maintaining the chromosome level generation after generation? That question answer I am going to discuss. Here the reduction occur. If the reduction will not occur, then what will happen? We know that from a reproductive mother cell, reproductive cell will produce through meiosis, and here the chromosome number become n. And what are the reproductive cell? A sperm, egg, etc. Or if we consider in case of plant, and pollen are the reproductive cell. this meiosis will not take place in mother cell, then what will happen? From its mother cell, 4 reproductive cell will produce. That means from 2n number, 4 another 2n number, 2n chromosome number containing cell will produce. 2n chromosome number containing cell will produce. 2n. Suppose these are male reproductive cell, and if during fertilization female reproductive cell and male reproductive cell will fertilize and all remain 2n, then from female part we are indicating this as female and we are indicating that as male, and from female reproductive cell and is fused with male reproductive cell and combined from zygote, and in zygote the chromosome number will be 4n in zygote. That means what? Chromosome number become 4n. That means, look here, mother cell containing 2n number of chromosome but zygote containing 4n number of chromosome. That means the chromosome level or number will increase, and we know that for any specific animal or organism chromosome number is fixed. So from 2n if it turns to 4n, then the animal or the organism lost its identity. That means it turns to another thing. That's why meiosis cell division is very much important, because through meiosis cell division here the reduction occur from a diploid chromosome number, it turns to haploid, and after that these two haploid chromosome, if suppose from female parent and from male parent, if this haploid cell come and fuse together, then from zygote, and they will contain 2n number of chromosome, n cross and from 2n. That means they again gain the chromosome number similar with the mother cell. That's why meiosis cell division is very much important for maintaining genetical heredity or maintaining the chromosome balance in animal life, because through meiosis the chromosome reduction occur, and finally when the zygote form, it retain the main chromosome number of main animal, and again it from the new progeny of same animal. Otherwise the chromosome level will increase and the animal characteristic will change. It will not like that previous one or the parent one. Now let's discuss about the feature of meiosis. Look here, the feature of meiosis. Meiosis take place in the reproductive mother cell of diploid organism. We know that. And in the zygote of haploid organism. Look here, from a zygote a new cell will produce, okay, and from a zygote new organism will gradually produce, and if it is single cell organism, then in case of reproduction again in the zygote this meiosis occur. 4 haploid daughter cells are produced from a single cell. Yes, I have shown here 4 haploid daughter cell, how it is produced. The 4 daughter cells thus from contain half the number of chromosome of the mother cell. I have shown here how the reduction occur here. Now now come to the genetical material. Here up to this I have discussed about the cell division. Now I will discuss about the genetical material. That means I have discussed how the chromosome can divide. Now I will discuss what is the function and of chromosome, and actually chromosome is which things we are calling chromosome. Now I will discuss about that. We all know that chromosome is the heredity carrier of any organism. If we consider a chromosome, when we are calling that a chromosome, in a cell normally we know that in a cell nucleus are present and their chromatin are present. Chromatin are present. When in prophase dehydration started, from chromatin water removed, and then the main structure of chromatin will be visible, and then we call them as chromosome. At first it will be chromatin. When the dehydration occur, then the main structure of chromatin is become visible and we called it chromosome. Look here. Here I have shown you chromosome. If I separately shown you here, this is a chromosome. This one and this one are arms, and this one is centromere. That means a chromosome, normally in first view we can find that it contains centromere and arms. In prophase we have discussed that in the last stage of prophase, chromosome is longitudinally divided. It is joined by centromere. Look here. In the in the prophase, after in the last stage of prophase, it becomes from a single chromosome, it turns like that. Here it is divided longitudinally. It is divided longitudinally and from two chromatid. This one is one chromatid and this one is another. And if we cut this centromere, then it will turn to different chromatid, two separate chromatid. If we cut this centromere, then this part will be a separate chromatid or daughter chromosome, and this part will be a separate daughter chromosome. Okay, and now inside this chromosome is the physiological basis of heredity. Now what is heredity? What is heredity? I have said that chromosome is the physiological basis of heredity. Now what is heredity? The process by which characteristics from parent are inherited to the offspring is called heredity. That means the characteristic which goes normally goes from parents to the child, and this process is known as heredity, and chromosome carries the this characteristic. Inside the chromosome, normally when we analyze the chromosome chemically, inside the chromosome we will find the DNA, the double stranded structure. Inside the chromosome, if we analyze the chromosome chemically, then we will find the DNA. DNA in case of advanced organism or eukaryotic organism. Also another thing we can find, that is RNA. Now what is DNA? Deoxyribonucleic acid or DNA. It is one kind of nucleic acid. And what is nucleic acid? Nucleic acid is a polymer of protein or amino acid. Basically nucleic acid is one kind of amino acid, and it is a polymer of, if we broadly say, polymer of protein. And RNA, ribonucleic acid, DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, RNA, ribonucleic acid. And if we analyze the chromosome chemically, then we will find the DNA in case of higher organism, and in case of lower organism, normally genetic material are RNA. Now what is DNA? DNA is the combination of 5-carbon pentose sugar, is a combination of pentose sugar. Pentose means 5 carbon sugar. 5 carbon sugar. 5 carbon sugar. Sorry. It is a combination of 5 carbon sugar, okay, like that. Okay, 5 carbon sugar. Now, and the combination of nitrogen base, combination of nitrogen base and phosphate group is a combination of 5 carbon sugar, nitrogen base and phosphate group. It is DNA chemical composition, and I have told you if chromosome is the physiological basis of heredity, and if we analyze chromosome chemically we will get DNA, and DNA is the composition of these things: 5 carbon sugar, nitrogen base and phosphate group. Then if we analyze DNA, what we will get? If we analyze the DNA, suppose if we analyze the DNA is a double helix, and in your next class, that means in class 9, you will read the main structure of DNA. In a DNA there will be a specific place, that place is known as locus, and inside the locus specific gene will present. Inside the locus gene will placed, and mainly this gene is the main heredity carrier. Then at first let's start from nucleus. Inside normally the nucleus chromatin are present. When the dehydration occur in prophase, the chromatin structure become visible, prominent, and it turns to chromosome. If we and chromosome is the physiological basis of heredity. If we analyze the chromosome chemically, we will get DNA in advanced organism, and in case of some bacteria or prokaryotic organism, this genetical material will be RNA. And DNA is what? 5 carbon sugar, nitrogen base and phosphate group commonly from the DNA. And if we analyze the DNA, inside DNA specific locus are present, that means specific place are present where specific gene are present, and these gene are the main carrier of DNA or genetical material of main carrier of genetical characteristic or heredity. Now what is gene? Gene is the sequence of these things, this phosphate, this nitrogen base, phosphate group, this combination, mainly the sequence of this combination is known as gene. If we broad sense we discuss about that, or otherwise we can easily say it is the carrier of genetical characteristic, the main carrier of genetical characteristic. Now there is a scientist named Gregor Johann Mendel. First he discovered this heredity characteristic, and he established 2 laws depending on which we can easily describe how this characteristic or characters go generation after generation. That's why he is known as the father of genetics. Suppose I will tell you what kind of information he has given. At first we know that meiosis occur in reproductive mother cell. Suppose I am considering this as female reproductive mother cell, and this one as male reproductive mother cell. Suppose female reproductive mother cell is tall. She is carrying the tall characteristic, and this indicate by this gene is indicated by double T, and male reproductive male partner contains the characteristic of small he is short, and he is carrying the short gene. Now meiosis occur, and from reproductive mother cell, reproductive cell will produce, and they will carry these things. As chromosome number become half, and they will carry these things. Now if this bigger T is crossed with this small t, look here, one capital T, one small t, that means they become medium. They will be normally we will see them they are taller, but actually they are carrying both gene. Again, if it is crossed with this one, it will be like that. Okay, that means in this case all are intermediate, they are medium, they will be medium, they will be medium, all are medium. But from this one, if medium will cross with medium parents, if here and in second generation, if here in second generation the medium will cross with medium, medium taller is crossed with this, from here separate gamete will produce. Then what can be happen? If it is crossed, then double T, that means this child will be pure tall. If it is crossed with this child will be medium. It will show the, it is apparently show higher, but it is carrying the 2 gene. If it is crossed with this, then again medium. But if it is crossed with this, then this child will be short. That means from second generation, after if we go to second generation and cross, then we get one pure tall, one short, pure short, and 2 intermediate. Mendel has discovered the law, depending on which we can describe these things, how the pure tall will come and how the intermediate will come. That's why he is known as the father of genetics. Now, dear students, let's do the exercise. We have finished our discussion. Let's do the exercise. Let's do the fill in the blanks at first. Fill in the blanks. Number 1. See, dash, in dash stage the chromosomes with their chromatid take position in the equatorial region. In which phase? In metaphase stage. Number 2, reduction in chromosome occur in dash division, occur in meiosis division. We know that meiosis as a reductional division. Number 3, in amoeba dash is found. In amoeba what kind of division occur? Amitosis. That means in amoeba we find amitosis. Number 4, the nature of chromosome in somatic cell. In somatic cell the nature of chromosome is diploid. Number 5, division of nucleus is called dash, is called what? Karyokinesis. Now comes to multiple choice question. Number 1. Look here, in which stage of mitosis chromosomes become shorter and thicker? Prophase, prometaphase, metaphase or anaphase? It will be C, because we know that in metaphase stage chromosome become the shorter and thicker. Which of the following controls eye color? DNA, RNA, nucleus or centromere? It will be DNA. Number 3, stem is given here. Safwan was examining the root cell of onion under a microscope. In a cell division stage, he found that there is no nuclear membrane and nucleolus, but the chromosomes are located right in the middle. That means what? In prophase we can find nuclear membrane and nucleolus. at pro-metaphase. Finally, the nuclear membrane and nucleolus will disappear, but chromosome remains scattered, but in metaphase they remain in the middle portion. So it will be C. Now number 4, in the next phase means what? After metaphase which stage come? Anaphase. In the next phase of SAF1 observation, chromosome get detached from centromere. Yes, in amitosis, in anaphase it occurred. The centromere divide and chromosome start, new chromatid start going into different pole. Chromatid segregates from each other. Yes, also this occurs. Centromere divides into 2 sections. Yes, it also occurs. That means all are right. So the answer will be D. Dear students, I hope you have understood today's topic. Keep practicing at home, stay at home and stay safe. Thank you.